1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello and welcome to semi-finals day at the 2014 YONEX US Open Championship in Badminton. A tournament part of the Badminton World Federation Grand Prix Gold Series, just a tier below the Super Series levels. We are in the heart of the sunny Long Island, New York, ready to commence semi-finals. It has been a tournament full of surprises, a tournament where only half the entries in this semi-final day are seeded players. The very first US Open in Badminton was held in 1984, which makes this edition the 30th of the tournament.
At the 2014 YONEX Suffolk County Community College US Open.
And here we have the calendar of the Grand Prix Gold Series, and as you can see, 10 of them, and we are at number 6, the US Open in July 2014. And the lineup of the day, we're starting off with the women's doubles, where Irawati and Marissa of Indonesia are playing Nina Wislova, the Olympic bronze medalist from 2012 Olympics, with her new partner Anastasia Chevakova of Russia, followed by the men's doubles, where Liang Yu-wei and Lu Chia-pin are up against Menipong Jungjit and Nipitpong Buangpua-pek of Thailand, the number 2 seeds. Then followed by the men's singles, the defending champion Yuan Chen-ming up against Wang Wing-ki of Hong Kong. This is followed by the women's singles, where the big surprise Zhong Nang-yi of Hong Kong is up against the Chinese-born number 3 seeds Xiang Bei-win of USA. Finally and last, we have the mixed doubles, and once again we're going to see Menipong Jongjit of Thailand with his mixed doubles partner Saprisi Thairattanachai, also of Thailand, seeded #1, up against Lin Cha Yu and Wang Pei Rong of Chinese Taipei. And we are getting ready for the first match, which of course is the women's doubles, where Irawati and Marisa of Indonesia up against Anastasia Chabakova and Nina Bislova. Here they come on court.
The semi-finals of the women's doubles are Shundi Puspa Irawati and Vita Marisa of Indonesia, and Anastasia Chudvikova and Nina Bislova of Russia. The umpire is Andrea Chiappini from Italy, and the service judge is Jürgen Kester of Germany.
And here we have the introduction of the players and the umpire and service judge. Chiappini, the umpire from Italy, and the service judge Kester from Germany. And we will have the usual toss of the coin, who wants to serve, who wants to receive, and what end to choose. The very normal things before we have the warm-up. And as you can see here, the Indonesian pair is ranked 93 in the world, but they have only played very, very few matches together, and that's the reason why their ranking is so low. They have actually only played 4 tournaments in total. So here you can see that what they've been up against in the tournament so far. They've been playing very short matches, only 24, 29 and 22 minutes. And here we have also actually a new combination, the Russian combination. They seeded 2, their world ranking is 42. It's been as high as 28 earlier, and the best wins they've had so far in this combination is in 2014, the Polish Open winner and the Estonian international winner.
On court 2, the men's singles semi-finals.
And here, once again, we have the pairs they've beaten on their way, and as you can see, the pairs, the quarterfinals were Hong Ying-yu and Zhang Bei-Wen of USA, where they won 21-15, 21-16 quite comfortably. And here we have the umpires once again, Andrea Chiappini of Italy and Jens Köster of Germany, this service judge. So it will be a very interesting match to see, in the sense that, as I mentioned earlier, the Indonesian pair is a very, very experienced pair. Vita Marisa is have played with Liliana Natsir, one of many of her partners, but back in 2008, 2007. She won the Indonesian Open, the Southeast Asian Games, and the China Masters Superseries. So she's a very, very good player, and 33 years of age today. Has opted out of the National Association, the PBSI, in 2009, and has continued as an individual player.
Right, Nina Bislova,
just partnering up with Irawati, and it will be interesting to see how they will do in this semi-final. My feeling is that we will see a very, very strong combination here.
Vita Marisa, Indonesia. Vita Marisa to serve to Nina Bislova, level, play. 1, love. Service over, 1, all.
Yeah, that's well left on the baseline by
Service over,
Marisa.
2, 1.
We have seen earlier in the tournament that the
3,
two Russians
1.
standing on the court nearest to the camera here are playing with the drift, so they have to watch out when they are lifting from the baseline and
4,
obviously from the net as well
1.
when they have to control the length, so they have to be very careful. But off to a
5,
bad start.
1.
Some mistakes on the return of service. And Indonesia is having a
Service over,
fairly good lead now,
2,
5-2 up.
5.
And this is where we
Service
see
over, 6,
Vita Marisa
2.
really being very strong. She's been very high on the international mixed doubles ranking as well. And here at the front of the court, she is a force, a very, very strong player. Yeah, that's good follow-up by Irawati.
7, 2.
Very calmly playing it down, follow-up, and played the winner. So it's not the best of starts for the Russian combination here, and especially a player like Nina Vyslova, who wants to really be in there in the game, fighting. She's a very busy and energetic player, the left-hander, and obviously she's got to teach her new partner all the ropes of the game, where Anastasia Cherevakova has been a singles player so far. She's just getting into women's doubles. It will be interesting to see what she would choose in the future, whether it will be women's singles or women's doubles.
Nine, 3.
So commanding lead for Indonesia, 9-3 up. Yeah, that's good play by Vyslova first, setting up her partner really nicely.
9.
Vyslova, former European champion in women's doubles in 2010, with her former partner Valeria Sorokina. They played for many years, 2 bronze at the European Championships, and of course that Olympic bronze medalist at the London 2012. And that's where the Russians have to watch out when they play that baseline. They play with the drift from this end. That's where she's got to watch out. Well left by Irawati. So it's interesting to see the Indonesian combination here, making use of local Indonesian coaches, but what coaches they are. A former world #1 and world champion on many occasions, Tony Gunneman, who is now living in the States, is obviously helping around with the Indonesian team and now coaching as well. That's well covered by Marisa really well.
12, 4.
Yeah, I must say, I fear that the pressure for the Russian combination is simply just too great. But let's see whether they can, you know, fight themselves back into this match. I already feel that the gap 13-4 is too much to catch up in this first game, but see if they can get off to a good start in the second. So this is the kind of game we need to see if they are going to stand any chance at all in this match. Good placement there on the forehand side.
Service over, 14-5.
Good serving by Shendi Irawati. Also a vast experienced player with a former partner, Jauhari. She got to the semi-final of the Malaysian Open in 2009 and got to the semi-final as well in the Indonesian Open Superseries in 2008. So a very vast experienced combination, the two Indonesians. And most likely, as we see, 16-6 up. Possibly too much for this Russian pair.
Service over, 17-6.
Yeah, that's well kept in.
18-6.
Look at that, really, really attacking the net,
19,
knowing that Anastasia really couldn't punish her from that baseline. Stepped in at the net.
Service over, 7-19. Service over, 20, game point, 7.
And game point has arrived, 13 of them to be precise, 27. There's no doubt that it's not suiting the game of Nina Vyslova here, the left-hander from Russia. She really likes to be this busy player on court and work her way into the matches. And obviously now when we see the first game over, 21-7, really not a lot of play, and that's not suiting the Russian pair. So we're having a 2 minutes interval and confirmation here of the scores in just 8 minutes. 21-7. And the number 2 seeds from Russia are in dire straits. They have to regroup, really have to find their way, finding the answers. And here we see, from the very beginning of the match, walking onto court. That's good follow-up there by Marisa. Excellent play.
Second game, level.
And again, a good follow-up, this time by Irawati.
1 love.
No doubt the Russian pair really have to do better around the service situation. Oh, beauty. Really, really good shot.
2 love.
But once again, it comes from a poor return of serve from Jebakova. That's better, much better there.
Three, love.
Look at Irawati, how she's following up at the net all the time, seeking the opportunities, and makes it look so simple.
Serve is over. 4-1.
Oh, well placed again. And here we see one of the weaknesses in Nina Vislova's defense. Look at that first one there. And she's so committed to that forehand. And obviously the smash is coming on the backhand side and she's defenseless, can't really do anything about it. In many ways, I think she's overcommitting on that one. Oh, look at that beauty. So talented, so skillful. Excellent techniques by Vita Marisa. Look at that, intercepting at the net. But a much better rally for the Russian pair. And they get the crowds behind them.
5.
Good serve, good flick serve. So very often in modern badminton we see that the service judges are faulting the flick services, the high service, by saying it's, you know, played over the waist.
Serve is over. 6-3.
And it's called in. Good control.
If I'm not agree, I'm going to correct, okay?
And the umpire just had a small word with Vislova. She was not happy with the call by the linesperson and wanted the umpire to overrule it. And you can see the way she's looking at the linesperson here again, just making sure that this time it was called out. You can look at that, yeah. That's a little bit of a statement.
5-6.
And a good little comeback here, 3 points in a row. Trailing 6-2 now, only 6-5. Oh, look at that return. So skillful.
Serve is over. 7-5.
Yeah, they're finding these mid-court areas really well, the Indonesians. Seen two very fine examples of it here now. First it was Irawati on the return of serve, and now it was that third shot from Marisa that also finding that mid-court area. So it's something the Russians really have to go home and work on, and how to cover that the best way possible. Look at that one more time. And the attack down the middle, always a good tactic in doubles. That one there, that's a perfect example of a good attack. And once again, it's going long on that baseline.
9.
Irawati not really careful enough, it's way out, as you can see. And this time it was Marisa trying the same shot into that mid-court area, but missed it. And the Russians are only trailing by 1 point, which is so much better than the first game.
Service over. 10, 8. Oh. 11-8. Interval.
Now into the mid-court, the mid-game interval with a lead of 3 points, 11-8. Having won the first game 21-17, and the match so far has only been 15 minutes, so it's a really, really quick match. But let's see if the Russians can come up with some resistance here and get this match into 3 games.
Serving. 11-8. Play. Go. 12-8.
That's well left. Once again, we see Nina Vyslova really committing herself on that forehand defense and getting caught a bit. Lucky shot. Just clipped the tape, the top of the tape, and went over. Wonderful touch by Marisa.
(15-8).
It's going wide.
16.
Once again, good eye
8.
by the Indonesians. And they're having a very comfortable lead here, 16-8 in the second game, after having won the first game as well.
Service over. 9-16.
Yeah, but once again, obviously it was a wonderful return of serve by Marisa, but the Russian pair really have to play some variations to their serves. They're always serving into the tee, into that centre of the court, and that's where most of the players are really good attacking. Obviously it was a lucky return, but on the other hand, it was also played in the favourite spot, and they have to make changes, really make changes to their serves as well.
11-17.
Now into double figures, 11-17. But as you can see, all the serves are going towards the centre of the court. And the Indonesians wanted the shuttle to be changed, and the Russians not, and the umpire agreed with the Russians.
13-17.
So there was a number of mistakes on service returns by the Indonesians, and they really have to step it up again.
Serve is over. 18-13. Serve is over. 14-18.
That was a very good variation on that serve by Wisłova. The flick serve
15.
gave an opportunity
18.
for counter-attacking, which was really good. Good play by the Russians. Once again served into the center of that court. Touches the net. But the sheer power from Irawati was enough.
19.
Wisłova can't really
15.
defend it, can't get it back. And now only 2 points away from victory, 19-14. Sorry, 19-15. Good length,
20.
good control
1 point.
of that lift.
15.
Very good control with this one here. Well in. And match point has arrived. 20-15. Look at that, what a finish. What a shot by Irawati here. That attack at the net just shows the sheer quality of these two Indonesian players. Played a fantastic match, won quite easily against the second seed from Russia, Shevakova and Wisłova, by 21-7, 21-15 in just 23 minutes. Solid win by the two Indonesians here.
Shall we go?
And the players now leave the court together with the court officials. And now they're going onto court. From a little bit earlier today. This is the montage of this match. And here we saw how Irawati was stepping into it at the net, what she did so really well. It was really hard to see how the two Russian players could really do anything against this very good Indonesian combination. They did not really have the tools to penetrate the defense of their opponents and play the winners and keep it in court. The pressure was simply just too great.
Foot.
And look at these very tight net shots. So it's back to the drawing board for this Russian combination. Have to go home, practice some more. Get ready for the next tournament. Keep improving the whole time. They've still got plenty of time. Anastasia is only 22 years old and Vyslova is 27, so they still have many good years to come. And that was the winner. Look at that. Look at this. That is quick. And this shot is played so well by Irawati. And here we have the schedule of this afternoon. The women's doubles finished. Indonesia, Irawati, Marisa winning 21-7, 21-15 against Chervakova and Vyslova of Russia. And we have the men's doubles coming up now with Liang and Liu from Chinese Taipei up against the number 2 seeds Jungit and Puang Pua Pek of Thailand. And we will soon have the players on court. Court officials are now taking their places around the court. The line judges has done a marvelous job this week. Not many mistakes as far as I've seen. Not many complaints either. So the players are very happy, and here we have them with the umpire and service judge walking on to court. And we got the 2 Chinese Taipei players coming on to court first.
And the 2014 YONEX Suffolk County Community College
Followed by
US Open
Jungit
part of the BWF Grand
and Puang
Prix
Pua
World
Pek
Series.
of Thailand. And once again we have the introduction by players and
Semi-finalists
court
of
officials.
men's doubles are Liang Ray Wei and Lu Jiaping of Chinese Taipei. And Manikong Jorjit and Nipipon Puang Pua Pet of Thailand. The umpire is Elaine Kong of USA. The service judge is Lin Mond of USA.
And once again we have the toss of the coin.